Ever wonder why Augusta is here? The river is the reason. The Savannah River, named for a Native American tribe long forgotten, is a body of water that should be remembered as the reason the town of Augusta started, grew, and lasted. Hundreds of years ago, all trails led to the river, which led to the port and then the coast. Furs and deerskins, tobacco and cotton all went downstream. Money and people came back up.
And so that's why Augusta is where it is, solely because of the river and solely because of the need for commerce. And that commerce has changed over the centuries, over the decades and centuries.
The river is the reason that Augusta could divert water power in the 1840s with a canal and start manufacturing, while other cities began to fade. Henry Cummings' vision and John Thompson's engineering pushed Augusta into the industrial age, while other towns slowly withered away. The river is the reason bridges were built and highways converged, and travelers stopped and liked what they saw. Some stayed and some prospered.
Would they have gone to a place that didn't have a quality of life? I don't know, but generally speaking, economic development officials seem to think quality of life is an important part of selection, site selection.
The river is the reason that dams were built and hydroelectric power was generated. They built their plants after the World War, and Augustans had jobs while others had none. The river is the reason a huge nuclear power plant grew south of town in the 1980s and expanded 30 years later because it needed the water of the river to help cool its reactors.
It goes from originally just a pure economic development, this is our artery to the world, to a quality of life issue which affects, which very much affects economic development.
The Army Corps of Engineers is proposing to decommission the new Savannah Bluff Lock and Dam, which it opened in 1937 to facilitate commercial shipping between Augusta and the port of Savannah. However, the structure hasn't been used for commercial ships for decades, and it has fallen into disrepair. The Corps is recommending the dam be removed and replaced with a rock weir that is designed to mitigate the environmental impacts that deepening the Savannah port will have on an endangered species of sturgeon. The rock dam would have a passage that lets fish reach their historic spawning grounds upriver from Augusta, but it will not allow the city to maintain the scenic river pool that residents have enjoyed for more than 8 decades. With river levels expected to fall anywhere from 2 to 4 feet, the waterway's downtown aesthetics would be permanently changed if the proposal is approved.
If the Corps of Engineers has decided that it is no longer a viable resource, the lock and dam, I don't think they're using the measurement of quality of life. If they are, it's very low on their priority list, and I think that's a lot of the problem, because people, the general population in Augusta has altered their thinking on the river to it's a quality of life thing.
When many are asked to explain Augusta's success, they will cite golfing greatness or southern ambience. They will extol the Garden City's climate or perhaps the relaxed atmosphere of this community, but the river is the reason.